In this episode, I'm going to share with you one of my favourite movie cars from all time. I'm talking about the one and only Christine. This is my Christine model. I've had this for quite a long time. Like with all of my models, it's still in the original box. I'm going to take it out today and share it with you. This box is a display box. You can see what's inside before you buy it. I still have the 3 little batteries that came in the model when I bought it, and today I'll find out if they're any good. This model of Christine comes screwed to a nice plastic base with the aerial removed. I think the aerial is sticky taped somewhere inside the box, and there's a little hole for that here. I was a big fan of the book Christine. The movie was okay compared to the book, but the car, the 1958 Plymouth Fury / Belvedere, this is a really desirable car, and I think the movie Christine really did a lot to make this car famous. As you can see here, this model of Christine has been finished with a beautifully glossy red paint. Christine is as red as a fire engine, like described in the book. The windows on this model are completely blacked out, so you can't see into the interior, just like Christine appeared in some sections of the movie. The doors do open and you can just see inside the red interior, which the seats of this model haven't been painted. They're a fairly basic representation of what would have been in the car, but really this is a model car that was designed to be more impressive from the outside. The paint finish is wonderful. The trims all align fairly well. This model doesn't have the fit and finish of something like a classic car collectibles model or a mini champs model, but it's also probably a fraction of the price of some of those models as well. Seeing Christine from the front like this with that menacing front end, it's really easy to imagine this car possessed by an evil spirit. I think the 1958 Plymouth was really the pinnacle of automotive design from the 1950s. Here you can see Christine's headlights are on, really adding that menacing look to the front of this car. And those bold bumper bars really add to that menacing look. A relative handful of 1958 Plymouths were sold in Australia. I don't think any actual Furies were sold in Australia. I think about 250 Belvederes. There wasn't too many of these around, and I've only ever seen 2 in real life. I've never seen a Plymouth Fury in real life, and that's something I'd love to do. The manufacturers of this model have made a really nice job of presenting Christine as she appeared in the movie. The chrome is beautiful. The grille has been painted nicely, and those headlights really set it off. This model doesn't disappoint at all on the underside. The detail along here is stunning. That exhaust system looking really neat all the way through. You can see the torsion bar suspension. I imagine that's the crankcase ventilation tube hanging out from below. This model really does have a very nice underside. The batteries that run the headlights just squeeze in there into the fuel tank. It is very difficult for me to get in there and show you the interior, but I'm going to give it a try. You can see there as I shine the light through the window, the speedo does display up to 150 miles per hour, just like a Plymouth Fury speedometer would, and that's a pretty nice detail for that instrument cluster to have such a finish. The detail in the engine bay is really nice. Christine has a generator, not an alternator, just like she would have in 1958. and we can see spark plug leads, the dual quad carburetors, dual horns sitting just nicely there in front of the radiator. We've got that beautiful gold V, and when I shut the bonnet, that big bold Plymouth badge. The boot of Christine has her spare wheel. If you're a fan of 1958 Plymouth Fury, then keep your eye out for my upcoming video where I share with you my Fury model from Motormax in its proper trim of ivory and gold. See you later.